All right, what is going on, guys? It has been a hot minute since we've been on Facebook Live, but I am excited. I'm grateful to have another opportunity to come on here. And this morning, we're gonna dive in. I just want to say this real quick because I actually have decided that I am going to start going live on Facebook every single week at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And my entire goal for wanting to come on here, I've decided to do this because I want to share some information. I want to be able to give perspective on the things that maybe I've gone through and experienced, and really just bottom line, just being honest. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are going through times right now where they just feel stuck. They feel stuck in their job, they feel stuck in their situation, they feel stuck in their circumstances, in the season of their life that seems to not just be a season, it seems to be an ongoing reoccurring thing that they're dealing with. And I know what that feels like. And I don't have all the answers. I'm not the end all be all. I'm nobody special, but maybe I can jump on here. My goal and my purpose is to just jump on here for a few minutes every week and share with those that are maybe going through the exact same thing some information. I think information and knowledge is only important and powerful when you're actually applying it. So hopefully at the end of these next few minutes, I can give you something that's helped me, that's encouraged me, that's empowered me and equipped me to create some sort of substance and change and really purpose in my life. And so I want to share something with you guys. I know for me, when I first kind of got into entrepreneurship, that's not what this is about, but I know when I first started seeking entrepreneurship, that was really where I found a sense of purpose. I found a sense of meaning, and it wasn't entrepreneurship itself. It was actually finding something greater than my situation. I was working a job. I just graduated from college. I got myself in a lot of student loan debt. Don't know if anybody can relate. And I was just kind of busting myself to get to a place that I never thought would actually come. And I felt stuck. I felt burnt out. I felt underpaid for sure, and just trying to figure out my next step and really not knowing like what that looked like. And I want to start off with this. Maybe I'll just give you guys something today that you can take, and maybe it resonates with you, and maybe you can apply it. But one of the things that really stood out to me, I felt like I was always looking at what everybody else was doing and comparing my journey, my growth, my income, the whole nine yards with other people. And I was basing my self esteem, my self worth, my success, what that meant based on what other people were saying, what other people were doing. And maybe other people were getting blessed or prayers were answered before I was asking for those things to be established in my life. And I wanted to just maybe start with this question you can ask yourself: is if you want to be successful in your life, you first have to define, what does success mean to you in the first place? What does that even look like? And I know, just kind of going through that question for myself, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know. I had, I think, a more traditional mindset on what success was: go to school, get good grades, get a good job, work that job for the next 40, 50 plus years of my life, and hopefully maybe retire on a budget, which didn't sound very appealing, but that was the road that I was on. And I equated success to, having high status, having a great job with benefits and great income, and this whole list that was just artificial to me. It wasn't authentic, and I really had to sit down and ask myself and get clear on, well, what does success really mean to me? By the way, guys, I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on YouTube, so if I'm looking, it's because I'm in two different places. But if you want to be successful, you first have to define, what does success even mean to you? What does that look like? What is that visual? What does that feel like? And once you kind of gain clarity on that, and I'll give you this: success, all it is it's just the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That's it. It's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, and all that means is you choosing something to work towards that's important to you. Like, you're choosing something that's important to you, that you're able to work towards. And so success doesn't need to be based on a specific outcome, which is what I always was doing: specific outcomes, specific results. that's not something that I can control necessarily. All I can control, all we can control is our output. We can control, our effort. And so success doesn't need to be this outcome or this result or anything like that, something that you can't control. It can be your own effort, it can be your own growth, it can be your own self-development towards a goal. And that goal, all the goal is that I've seen, especially when I was working and I was like just trying to find my way and I was feeling stuck, like personal development was my outlet. It was a way for me to not even like, I don't want to say distract myself, but find a sense of meaning, find a sense of purpose beyond just my job at the time. And so I was always so focused on what was my next goal, but my goal wasn't necessarily, for me to necessarily hit. Like I knew I was going to eventually hit my goal, but all the goal was a target. And so it allowed me to reverse engineer the effort that I would put in on a day-to-day basis. And so you got to use your own measuring tape. You got to use your own ruler. You can't base what other people are saying or what other people are doing on what success looks like to you. And I know sometimes if we're in those times, if we're in those moments where we just feel like, we have no other option, we don't really feel like we have control of our future and we're just kind of going through the motions, it can feel daunting. It can feel like we need to look at what other people are saying and doing to base our self-worth, our success on ourselves. And so I just want to encourage you to define what success looks like for you and gain clarity in that first, and realize it's just you working towards something that's important. What's important to you, and you got to get clear on that. And it doesn't need to be an outcome, it doesn't need to be a result, because you can't control that. It can be based on how you track your growth, how you measure your progress with your ruler, with your measuring tape. Okay. And I think one of the other biggest things is the fact that if you base your success on other people and what they're doing, you're always going to look down on yourself. You're always going to feel inadequate about your abilities, about who you can become, about what's authentic to you. And so I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys. My entire purpose in wanting to do these lives is because I know that there are people that are stuck in their jobs. I know that there are people that don't feel like they have a sense of meaning, they have a sense of purpose in their life, and they don't feel like they can even do anything beyond their current circumstances. And so, if that's you, maybe you're feeling that way. Maybe you're that person like I was, who was, you were a go getter. You were, and you still are, driven. You're self motivated. Maybe you were that athlete in high school or growing up, and you were always working towards something, accomplishing something, and now you just kind of feel like, all right, this is my life, I'm doing the same thing every day, but where's my sense of belongingness, where's my sense of fulfillment, my sense of progress and growth? And so I want to come on here every week. We'll see what we can do together, and my whole goal is just to give as much value as possible. I don't want to hold back, I don't want to gatekeep any info. I want to just share that with you guys. So if you have questions on this type of stuff and everything, feel free to DM me. Feel free to drop the questions in here, and maybe we can share some examples on the live. But I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you later. Hot minute since we've been on Facebook Live, but I am excited. I'm grateful to have another opportunity to